Welcome, everybody, to the first Save the Bay podcast, semi-live from the Exploration Center and Aquarium here in Newport on First Beach, Easton's Beach. Correct, right?
Correct.
That's the right spot.
That's right. Where I am.
That's
yes.
where we are.
I'm Matt Vieira, the social media and marketing manager at Save the Bay, and I'm here with
Bridget Prescott, Save the Bay's education director.
And I'm Adam Kovarsky. I'm Save the Bay's aquarium manager and one of their education specialists.
Great. So just so everybody knows, we're going to be doing this podcast, Adam and I, and we'll be having a new guest every time. Bridget is our guest this week.
Woo.
We're going to be doing it once a month. At the beginning of every month, it will be released on iTunes and on YouTube. We also have a video version of it. So if you're listening to this right now and you'd like to see where we are and what we're doing, because we're in front of this gorgeous big fish aquarium. So
yeah, this exhibit here is our Big Fish of the Bay, and we figured it'd be a great backdrop. It's our largest exhibit we got. So
perfect backdrop.
Yeah.
So let's get right into it. For those of you who don't know, have never been here, our aquarium has a monthly theme, and this month's monthly theme is
Sensational Seals.
Sensational Seals.
Or actually, forgive me, that's next month's theme in like 2 days.
Okay.
Right now is Cool and Crazy Fish.
So January was Cool and Crazy Fish, and
Yep.
February will be the Sensational Seals. Adam, can you tell us a little bit about the Sensational Seals?
Yeah. So for the month of February, we're going to be teaching a lot about seals that come to Narragansett Bay, primarily the harbor seal. In our aquarium, we're not quite large enough to house seals here, but we have a lot of interesting things and animals that seals will interact with in Narragansett Bay. So we're doing all kinds of activities, science experiments, crafts, story times, animal feedings, all kinds of neat things like that, and just great animals here to teach about that live in the bay with all these crazy seals we got running around.
Now, is there anything that they can do outside of the Exploration Center that can tie in with the Sensational Seals?
Yeah, and luckily in our education department we do crazy stuff all the time. We're always doing really fun things. Right now we're doing these really awesome seal watching tours where you can go out on our boats. You can check out live seals in the bay. It's only about 5 minutes away from where the aquarium is too, so you can get on our boats. We'll take you around and show you where that is. We're doing them all month long. On the weekends, check our schedules to see when you can go out too.
SaveBay.org/seals is a great place. You can check out our times. Also, stop into the Bay Center in Providence or the Exploration Center and pick up a rack card and a brochure, and you'll have all the dates on there as well. And you can book, and we recommend that you book ahead of time on the website just to make sure that you have a spot when you get to the dock.
They fill up quick.
Yeah. So Sensational Seals, that should be a lot of fun at the Exploration Center and Aquarium. Visit SaveBay.org/aquarium to get any further information you will need to come down and visit Adam and all the great people here at the Exploration Center.
Oh, yeah, we're waiting for you.
Speaking of the great people that help run the Exploration Center, do you have any information on internships or volunteer opportunities down here at the aquarium?
Yeah, we're a very unique facility. We are primarily staffed by volunteers and interns down here. They help teach at our different exhibits where you can do things like handling sharks, picking up crabs, petting skates and urchins, all kinds of cool stuff like that. Or you might even help us feed our octopus or our rare lobsters or sharks or whatever we're doing like that. And all of our interns and volunteers kind of help do that sort of stuff with us, along with taking care of all these wonderful specimens here. So you can sign up to be a volunteer right on our website, and we put you through a training process. Or if you wanted to, with a little more commitment, you could be one of our interns as well. You can get college credit for it, or you can just do it for the experience as well. And we do those year-round because we are always here. The fish always got to eat.
That's great. So check out our website for any internship or volunteer opportunities that you might be interested in. While we're here, I was walking around and I saw some new critters. And we talked a few days ago about the kind of what's exciting for me because I don't get down here too often, but the skates. And do you want to elaborate and talk about what's going on with them?
Yeah, that's a great story. So we run educational trips year round. We go out, we go trawling on our boats where we, drag nets along the bottom of the bay to pick up specimens and teach kids about them, teach any kind of students about it. We caught a whole bunch of skates this summer too. So that's how we get a lot of our specimens here at the aquarium. We brought in some of the skates here, and they've been super happy. They've been eating a ton. They've been growing, and they've actually been laying eggs and reproducing. and it actually takes anywhere from 6 to 12 months for their eggs to hatch. So we've been hanging onto the eggs, watching them, monitoring them. They've all been hatching, and we've had maybe 30 or so babies hatch, little juveniles all swimming around eating, and some of them have already doubled in size. They're really growing quickly, and we're hoping to release them at some point, too, back into the bay.
That's really great.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah.
I couldn't believe that when I saw the tank with all the mermaids' purses in it. That's pretty fantastic.
It's always fun to ask kids, too, what do you think a mermaid's purse is? You always get good answers.
Yeah. I can imagine. That's awesome. And when this month, so February, when is a good time for people to come down and check out the skates and everything else we have down here? Do you have any special dates coming up?
Yeah, so, normally throughout our winter season, we're open every Friday, Saturday, Sunday to the public. We're also going to be open for this Rhode Island February School Public Vacation Week, which is February 12th through the 22nd, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong there. I think that's right. 21st. I was close. Don't come in the 22nd. I'll be feeding the animals by myself. But you can come in during that entire time. We'll have all of our exhibits open, all of our educators and docents here to take people around. Every single day we're going to be doing fun activities that we've kind of been talking about. But every day we're feeding stuff and doing all that great stuff. So
that's really great. That's awesome. So just so everybody knows, more information on Sensational Seals or anything else going on at the EC, you can visit our Facebook page or savebay.org/aquarium, and you'll get all the information you need. And at the Bay Center, we have not as extensive as the aquarium down here in Newport, but we have touch tanks.
Yeah, we have touch tanks, and we're actually expanding them. So we have our touch tanks, which normally we bring a lot of the critters from those touch tanks into the classrooms that we work with throughout the school year. We do a lot of school programming. We bring, just try and not have a barrier for students. If they can't get outside, we bring the bay to them in their classroom. But inside the Bay Center, we have crabs and urchins and lots of fish and some turtles, but right now we're expanding it to include horseshoe crabs and skates, so that's really cool. Those types of animals, especially up in Providence, they're up there, we just can't see them a lot of times, so having them accessible for the public to really come and enjoy them is really exciting for us, and we're hoping to have that done by the summertime.
It's always really great to see the kids in after-school programs and all the school programs we do working with the microscopes and using the iPads and all the new technology that we have at the Bay Center and down here at the aquarium. It's always great when I get to go down there and take pictures for my social media stuff. But it's great to see that and kids interacting and being so excited about the bay and about marine science and all that. It's really awesome.
Yeah, and a lot of people just, for us to be able to integrate technology in that really thoughtful, meaningful way when it comes to outdoor education is really exciting for us. And, the kids know a lot more than we do a lot of times. They're teaching us how to use, these different apps on the iPads and stuff, but they're capturing plankton when they're out in the water, and they're like them moving around. They're taking videos, just being able to take pictures of what they're seeing on the shoreline in case they're too big to bring inside. That kind of stuff is just super cool. They can shoot an email to their teacher. They can shoot an email to their parent.
That's great. That's really awesome.
Yeah,
it's really a great time for students to want to be interested in the sciences and all this great technology that we have to offer these students. So
completely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Now, we do have summer camps as well.
We do. We have lots of great summer camps right after school ends. We start in June. We use basically from June through August. We offer camps in and around Narragansett Bay at our different locations for students from grades completed kindergarten through high school, really. Obviously, the focus is around Narragansett Bay, but we integrate different pieces of Narragansett Bay into the camp. So students are exploring shorelines. They're, going out on the boats. They're looking at habitats, looking at critters, thinking about some of the issues that face the bay. So it's really exciting. The kids, I wish I had a camp like this when I was younger.
It's amazing. When I see these kids going out doing all this stuff, because I'm in the aquarium most of the summer, I get to go out on the boats and go with them. Some days I'm like, man, if I could just be a camper with these guys. I mean, they're going swimming, they're going to the different islands, they're going snorkeling, they're catching stuff, depending on the ages and things like that. But the fun activities they're doing, I'm totally jealous.
Yeah. It's so much fun. It's a blast. And so our camps basically are run, we have them throughout the Bay, but we also run special camps here at our aquarium for students who finished or completed kindergarten and first grade. And that camp really is focused here at the Exploration Center and Aquarium at Easton's Beach here in Newport. They're learning about habitats. They're getting hands-on with critters. They're learning about how aquariums work. Why do we keep animals?
One great thing about the camp here, too, is that they get time here when no one else is allowed here. So they get to come in before all the public rushes us, and they get to see the behind the scenes
really
and
cool.
functioning a little bit, and they learn a bit about all that kind of stuff. But, they're out on the beach here, too. We have a beautiful beach right in front of our aquarium. So, year-round, too, when people are coming here, you can walk around at the beach. We're right next to the cliff walk. Just where we are, it's a full day of activities for any age, really. So
It's a great time, yeah. And then we also run a K-2 camp up in our kindergarten and first grade camp up in Providence as well at our Bay Center in Providence. And there we have our little aquariums up there, but the students or the campers get to go out on the boat twice during that week. They explore the shoreline. They're the same kind of thing, looking at habitats, kind of basic introduction to Narragansett Bay, but in a really fun way. So that's a great camp. Our grades 3 through or completed grades 2 through 4. They're more out on the bay. They're exploring islands on our boats. They're looking a little bit deeper into some of the critters that live there, the adaptations that they have that help us survive. Just doing a lot of fun games. Using Narragansett Bay is really like a playground throughout the summertime, and it's a lot of fun. We have campers who basically go through all the years with us. A lot of times they do our younger camp, our middle camp, and then our older camp, which goes out onto the bay, gets more in depth about animals and critters, but also starts studying some of the issues that we have that we're thinking about at Save the Bay, getting involved a little bit more, maybe doing some projects, some storm drain stenciling potentially, or some ditch digging in the salt marshes. So we really get them out there, get them dirty. They're exploring prudence. They're getting into salt marshes. It's so much fun. They're doing trawls. They're pulling up animals. They're just understanding why Narragansett Bay is such an important resource here in Rhode Island. And a lot of people just don't realize what a great place we have to explore. So.
And ditch digging in salt marshes is a lot more fun than it sounds. I promise. I have done it, and it is a lot of fun.
It's a good time.
Camps are a great time. I always get to, a part of my job, which is real nice. I get to get out and take some video and pictures. Mm-hmm. It's nice to, come in the morning and get out on the boat and go see how excited all the kids are to be at these camps. So they're week-long camps. They run all summer. We are running a deal right now.
We're running a deal for anybody who signs up for any of our camps before March 15th. They get a $25 discount, which is great. And if they bring a friend along, we could talk about an additional discount we're talking about by March 15th. Yeah.
Okay. Willing to make deals. I like it.
You can register for these camps and get that great deal at savebay.org/camps. They're going to be coming up fast, and spots fill up really quickly.
They really do.
So the earlier you can register for these camps and get your camper in, the better.
You won't be disappointed. Neither will they. You'll be pulling them out by the end of the day.
That's right.
Great. So, first podcast, what do you guys think? Do you guys have any last things you'd like to give shout-outs for?
One thing I'd like to say, too, with the summer camps, I know we went over a lot of stuff with them. One really neat thing about them is that, these aren't just high school kids that have a summer job that are teaching them. These are like our full-time, year-round science educators who, for the most part, have college degrees in environmental science, that kind of stuff, marine science, those fields. So these people that are teaching them are teachers that have a lot of skills with education, but also having fun. So
really dedicated and passionate.
Crazy
to what
dedicated.
We're doing,
It's awesome.
I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people don't know that.
Right.
A lot of people don't know that because that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. Really great. I'd like to give one quick. I know we're here at the Exploration Center, and we've talked about our Providence Bay Center. I would also like to talk about our South Coast Center, which is in Westerly. It also has touch tanks and a lot of great little critters down there you can check out. So if you're in Westerly on 8 Broad Street, the South Coast Center, it's kind of a shrunken down version of our Exploration Center and Aquarium. It's really great. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. Stop in and check it out. You can go to savebay.org/South Coast Center and you can check out all the information about that as well. So if you're in Westerly, you can also check us out there.
That's right.
So
we're all over the place. We're always
Yeah.
we're expanding the fun.
You can also find us on Twitter at SaveTheBayRI, Facebook.com/SaveBayNarragansett, YouTube.com/SaveTheBayRI, which is where this podcast will end up in video form. And you can also subscribe to this podcast if you're watching it on YouTube on iTunes.
Right.
So until next month, I guess that's where we'll leave it for you guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks,
Have a good
Maddie.
one.
You're
Thanks
awesome
for listening
host.
/ watching.